Hi, I'm Michele Johnson. I am the half of the husband and wife team that founded Pitfire Pizza. My husband and I do work as a team, but my role in Pitfire is to manage the operations. I'm here sort of for the day-to-day things. My husband gets involved in the dough. That's his main passion. And I kind of get involved in all of the different operations and toppings and naming things and all the marketing and all of the business development and just accounting and people and all that good stuff. So that's what I do. We founded Pitfire in 2016. We opened in JLT. And this is, it came out of a 40-year passionate love affair that my husband has with pizza. He's wanted to have a pizza restaurant his whole life. And so when we got to Dubai, we found the right business environment, friendly, to foreigners. We found the right kind of business environment that was really easy to do business, and we were at a point in our lives where we had accumulated some savings and we were ready to sort of take the jump because we've never had a restaurant before. This is our first one we've ever done, and I left my HR job. I was an HR director 5 years ago for an American multinational. My husband still has 2 companies that he runs, which is why I mainly do this full time. And so we opened in 2016 at a very small little place in JLT, and quickly outgrew that, and then got another location in JLT. Decided to keep the place we started as just our dine-in location and use the other location as a strictly delivery location because our pizza is particularly well suited to delivery. So our pizza is, I would say it's definitely more American, but we kind of call it New York meets Neapolitan. It's not a heavy New York crust. It's more of a light, thin crust, but it's not Neapolitan because a Neapolitan pizza is cooked for 60 seconds in a really, really hot oven, whereas we cook in a lower temperature for 5 to 6 minutes. So our pizza gets fully cooked through, so it has like a nice crunch, it holds up well, it's got, the crust gets nice and puffy and big and nice, and it's that's the difference between us and Italian pizza. So it's definitely an American style. We work in what we call the independent sector. So, we're not a chain. We're not an Italian restaurant that just does pizza. We are an American couple that loves pizza that just wants to focus on it. People come to eat at Pitfire because of, it's 3 things. It's our crust, number 1, which is the foundation of any good pizza, right? We put a lot of time and energy into our crust. We use a 72-hour fermentation process. And we put a lot of love and energy into making sure that crust is flavorful and beautiful when it bakes up. The second thing is our sauce. So you can have a nice crust, but if you don't have nice toppings, well, then it's just, everything doesn't come together. So we have a very nice fresh tomato sauce that we hand mix every day. And then is our cheese blend. We use Italian cheese that we get made here in the UAE. We use a mix of mozzarella and provolone so that we get a little bit of, the lightness plus the flavor of the provolone. And those 3 things are kind of like the 3 things that really make our pizzas. On top of that, we have a really wide variety of really eclectic toppings. We have everything from your standard pepperoni primo, which by the way is our best seller all day, every day. And we have some really funky ones, like we have one with dates on it. We have one with potatoes on it. We have one with the roasted garlic base, which is our Pitfire Primo. So we have a lot of vegetarian options. We have a lot of different meat options, chicken options, beef options, and so I think that's why people come. So this dough is now 48 hours old. So it was mixed 2 days ago, and it's been in a 0-degree storage until now. So what we do is we take it out to get it a little bit warm so that it's easier to work with. So this is our 48-hour dough. Before this 48-hour process, we do a first fermentation step, which takes us to the total of 72 hours. But we call it 48-hour dough because it means it's completely ready to cook with. So we put it directly on the stone, which is extremely hot, so that it gives the base the pop that we're looking for. So you can see it's already starting to happen. The crust is starting to really puff up, and that's what we want at the beginning. Once that happens, we check the underside to see that it's cooked enough, and then we move it onto a screen, which takes a layer of heat away and allows the rest of the pizza to cook without burning. Because if we left it sitting on that deck the whole time, the bottom would get burned before the rest of the dough got cooked through.
هلا بتبلش بالطرف، طلعوا الطرف قديش مرتاح، طلعوا الاير بابلز هون على الطرف. وقفتها كتير حلوه اساسا، منا تشه ابدا، محمصه مزبوط، وبيطلع على بالكم تبلشوا من ورا مش من قدام. عجينه اخذت 48 ساعه لتشتغل، اخذ وقتها مرتاحه ماكسيموم. الجبنه، الزيت، كنت عاملها هلا لميشيل انه فايت على كثير محلات بيتزا. في منهم بياخذ 48 ساعه تيشتغلوا العجينه، منهم عندهم فرن كثير مهم، منهم الانجريدينتس تبعهم عظيمين، منهم كثير كريمين، منهم بياخذوا 5 دقائق يحطوها بالفرن، بس هن بيعملوا كل شيء. واذا انتبهتوا اداء التفاصيل من وقتها ما تبلش لوقتها ما تخلص، كيف بيعلوها بالفرن، كيف بيفكروا بحيالله شغله، كيف بيحطوها على الجريل تتسقع، كيف بيرجعوا بيردوها، كيف بيقصوها، كيف بيتاكدوا انه الجبنه منا دايبه وما بتوقع عنا. Exceptional, outstanding, worth trying, exceptional.
Bad at all. Not bad at all. Bravo.
I feel like closing it and eating it like a sandwich.
Yeah.
So we say in Arabic, صحتين.
Latte.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
See you here.